ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day is exactly how I played it. Not looking for number one, but that's exactly how I'm paid. I got choices. I'm getting opinions from so many sources. Bring the horses so I can get up away from all the noise. Too many people tell me what I should do. I take it and laugh. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, lagging in my whole street. If I give them what they wanted, I'm gonna be broke in a week. If I tell my baby no, she might get it from the street. If I'm not tough for my son, he might grow up to be weak. What do I do? I'm new to having cash.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric.
Back again up in this entertaining for you. Come from my end, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop, like my, did you forget we know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud, ooh, chitty, chitty, bang, chitty, chitty, bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun, while you out on your run. Taking victory laps, I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta, I hit the blue flame label with them two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying, professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. You pop, like my, did you forget we know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud, ooh, chitty, chitty, bang, chitty, chitty, bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Franks looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Breaks through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Room to run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Steelers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Steeler first down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Harris. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
To score, Raiders 7, Steelers nothing.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll drop to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 4. On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jacobs now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
26-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Franks now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Franks. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
A give to Harris. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw here. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Franks. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. And he's taken down back at his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Frank's throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Raiders 17, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Setting up play action. Franks. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception, almost.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs sheds off the tackle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss play. It's Harris. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Again, it's Harris. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Franks. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Raiders.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Frank's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.